Here with me we have Clara and Take. So, welcome on the stage.
Thank you.
And the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Barcelona Health Hub, for organizing the summit. It is great to be here with all of you today. So my name is Clara Cuervo. I'm the Biome by Novartis lead here in Spain. And today we wanted to share with you a little bit what Biome is and really how we work. But first, we wanted to share a question that we ask ourselves every day. And it is, what if we could build bridges between scientific knowledge and technical expertise to create high impactful digital solutions to reach twice as many patients twice as fast? This is our North Star in all the projects that we do as Biome. And the first thing that I wanted to share with you today. But first, we have a little video to share with you about Biome. So if you can please pull up the video. Gracias. Thank you. I hope that's a little bit of a teaser before we go into a little fire chat with Legit, which is one of the amazing companies that we have here in Spain. That it's a legacy of a team of young entrepreneurs that were born in the University of the Basque Country and really step out of a research project, really looking into how to diagnose skin pathologies through photographs. So today we have here Tai. Thank you for being with us today. And we want to learn more about your solution and your experience and working with Novartis as well. So first of all, how all this idea of working from scratch from an idea to a solution came about?
Well, it's quite challenging. And many people know our background as, let's say, scientists or even engineers. But not so many people know that for us this is personal because we come from a background of being patients with skin pathologies. In my case, my family, let's say, has been less lucky than the average with skin cancer. And Andy, for example, my co-founder, she has been experiencing skin conditions simultaneously, a few of them, since a very young age. So for us, that's what it means, really. That's why it's, I think, more challenging, because we really want to tackle the problems, but it's also more empowering. So when we saw this chance to help doctors, help patients, we right away just jumped in, because that's a vision I think we share all of us in the team, that the best way of helping patients is helping doctors, which I think is something also you agree on.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's great to see your passion, to hear it, and the progress that you have made. Legit right now can really read images and diagnose more than 200, I think, skin pathologies. But the truth is that the market is full of apps that can diagnose skin pathologies. So how would you define or describe your unique value proposition, and what differentiates you from others?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So there's some technologies that are solutions, but sometimes to different problems. So I think that it's easy to look at computer vision diagnostics and look at one and the same, but sometimes the solutions are solutions to different problems. In our case, we're tackling two different problems. One of them being the fact that there is not really what in value-based healthcare terms is an effective communication between doctor and patient. And that's something we experienced, which is the doctor needs a clinical language and expresses themselves in a clinical language, and the patients, they have their own language. And it's difficult to translate sometimes from one to another. So we try to tackle that. And technologically, the other problem we're tackling is the challenge of severity estimation. So it's not really answering the question of what does this picture have, what is the pathology in this picture, but rather how bad it is, what's the severity of that pathology. And that's a way different topic that is a very different task for doctors. It's quite tedious, and it really comes with some challenges. And when you put those two together, it turns out that helping the patient measure the severity is really the best way of translating in clinical terms how bad they're feeling. And we integrate, of course, this technology with, so you have the automatic outputs for the algorithm, but also patient-reported outcomes for quality of life and burden of the disease. So that's really our niche, our focus.
That's a lot. Thank you so much. So we've been talking a lot about patients, about technology, about the doctors. So really, what was your experience building, a prototype, testing in the market, and then working with Novartis as well over the last year and so?
Yeah, wow. Yeah, so I think creating a product is always difficult. Creating a great product is difficult, and this is maybe even more true in healthcare. So you need to gather minds from very different fields. Of course, you need to ask patients, as we were talking about, but obviously doctors. And not only doctors, but doctors who are specialists on specific pathologies with their specific, inner workings. So working with Novartis has been really cool in this sense, because your ability to connect with really relevant stakeholders is really amazing. And when we saw that video in the beginning, for some people maybe maybe some corporate explanation, but for me it was quite inspiring. Even I wanted to clap, because it is something that we have been living ourselves. The fact that we enroll in this program, how Novartis has been helping us get in touch with all these people and grow the solution. So it's quite powerful what you're doing.
Thank you. And there are many people in this from Novartis here that have worked on this project, because it really interacts with different business units and profiles in our company as well. And I'm sure they're echoing that it's been great to learn as well from this experience. So there might be some entrepreneurs here in the room as well that are trying to, or are working very hard to make their ideas or to test them. What advice would you give them?
Don't do it alone. That would be I think the most important thing. Us as founders, there's 4 founders, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But then again, we work really closely with doctors who are experts in their pathologies. We work with Dr. Jesus Garciazabal for skin cancer. We work with Dr. Fernando Alfajeme for HS. So for different pathologies, we have to work with different experts. So that would be definitely my advice. And that really ties in neatly with the previous question, which is engage with even other stakeholders, such as pharmaceutical companies that have all this knowledge about the pathologies.
So thank you very much. I know it was a short chat, but very enlightening to be able as well to zoom out from our day-to-day project operations and go a bit further and share that with people in the room. And I think we're out of time, but it's been great, and I hope everyone here in the room really catch up, or even by the chat later, to learn more about Novartis Biome and Legit as well, and how we work together.
Thank you so much. It's been
Thank
great.
you so much, Tai.
Thank you both for sharing all this information, for sharing what's new on Novartis right now.